But I am passionate. And seriously passionate. Actually, sarcastic. No, for reals. I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
For shizzle
My
dizzle.
mind is absolutely in the shizzle dizzle land of Cocoa Pops and Fruit Loops. That's what happens when you break down a couple of hours before doing a podcast. Welcome to the Daily Humans podcast. My name is Ashley.
And I'm Nina.
Hello, Nina. You're looking very pretty today. I don't know what else to say other than looking at you is like looking at the beautiful flower. Grows from the ground and it sprouts in the sunshine. It's beautiful to look at. Absolutely
you.
exquisite you are, darling.
My gosh, you're giving me a ton of emotions that I've never felt before.
Oh, only me, sugar. Only me. Just to give myself some points for my, what do you call them again in English? Pickup lines. That's it. Mm. I do it.
Yes.
I do it better than a man, darling. Better than a
Yes.
man. Mm.
It's actually insane how good you sound. Like, I can't right now. Oh my goodness. I don't know who's the hottest guy in movies or on TV right now, because you're way hotter than all of them.
You said that I was actually trying to think. I was trying to think of who. Everybody is beautiful, but do you have a no, I'm actually gonna say a character that you would consider in a movie
Okay.
that you've watched and you're thinking, hot damn, that's my man.
Who is the hottest
And you're
character ever that you've seen in your entire life where you're like, yeah. No to all men but him? Yeah.
in all honesty, it's been rare and it's not because of some bullshit analogy. Can't even swear.
No, you can
It's
say
not
that.
because of some crappy oh, I can? Okay, good. It's not because of some bullshit
We have to
label
keep
that
that
they're
in the
ugly. It's nothing
episode.
like that. Yes,
Yeah.
please do. I don't get to swear much on here, so that's my release of it. But it's nothing like that. It's just it doesn't fill my loins all the time.
Yeah.
But one in particular that I've been like, okay, I see what I'm seeing, and I know everyone else sees what I'm seeing, is Colin Bridgerton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Especially in season 3.
Mhm.
In season 3, he's got this new fan confidence, but he's also very like the wink is what got me. I think I sent you the video that he winked. I might not have, I can't remember. But the wink, I was like, okay, you good at it. 10-10. 10s across the board.
Just like
What
a
about you,
sign.
Nina? Oh yeah. I was definitely holding it up watching the video. I was like, oh yeah. 10, 10, 10, 10.
A character that I like. I can't remember anybody. It's kind of hard. I feel like there are, see, that's the thing. Okay, so there, people are gonna think I'm weird when I say this. It's fine. So this is not a character. This is like an actual human being. That's why I'm not sure if I should mention them. I don't know their name. I think they're actually no. I know their first name. I don't know their last name. But I was watching a reality show yesterday called Outlast, where essentially people are dropped off in the middle of an Alaskan wilderness and have to kind of fight to survive. That's the premise. And the last team that is within, like acceptable living arrangements and healthy and able to live in these conditions, they would win like $2 million. And there was a guy on there where I was like, if I was stuck in the wilderness, you'd be my man. He was fine, okay? Like, Um,
Fine.
I'm
That is
not gonna
fine.
say his
Fine.
name. I'm not gonna say his name because this is a real human being. So I don't want to like put that out there. But he was very good looking. That's all I'll say. Had very nice blue eyes. I was like, ooh, I see you. I see you. But character, I don't know. I feel like I've been watching way too many horror movies, so I I can't
She comes
reference
out with the
anybody.
guy in Thor,
Well,
the ghost in Paranormal Activity.
yeah.
The doll.
Um,
What's the doll movie called? Chucky. Chucky, the
oh my God,
doll.
no. That movie scared me as a kid. I
Yeah,
was
no, I'm
just
not doing that. I'm not doing that.
mm-mm. When I saw that movie for the first time, that was one of the movies that I was banned for watching. And my mom was like, at all no circumstances, you cannot watch that movie. And of course, I watch. Um, because if you tell me not to do something, I'm going to want to do it all the more. And
Yeah.
I watched it. And ever since then, even to this day, I just watch like teddy bears and stuffed animals. And I'm just like,
Sus.
I see you.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Of
see
course. Who
you.
wouldn't be sus? My nan had a very scary baby doll that is so old. It was balding from being so old. And I would go into her room and one of its eyes were kind of closed, but one of them was open. And I thought,
Oh
and
no.
I looked at it and I'm like, if you're alive right now, you better awaken, awaken, because I need to know. I need to know. Because when I used to sleep over their house a lot, the
Mhm.
doll would be in the guest room with me. And I'm like, oh no. So I'd go and put it in the kitchen and close the door and put the stopper on the door. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
you can't reach the door handle. So
Right.
you weren't getting them.
Exactly.
So you just don't know. What if they're like roaming around at night? You don't know.
Right. Tap, 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 tap.
Ooh.
My grandmother, she had a life-size doll that was the size of me as a 6-year-old. That she was like, "Oh, this is like Marie. She's super nice. I gave it to your mom when she was a child." And my mom was like, "I don't like that doll," and I was like, "I don't like that doll. It had like really bad energy." And she's like, "No, no, she's so nice. I want to give her to you." I was like, "Grandma, I love you, but you can keep it. You can keep it." But she kept it in the
Sorry, that's
hallway.
so funny.
She kept it in the hallway on the way to the kitchen. So every time you'd walk in and out of the kitchen, there she would be just standing there looking at you. And I'm just like, absolutely not. And it was a haunted house. She was living in a haunted house. So at every point in time, I was like,
Oh, Nina, if I was you, I'd have been ready to fight. Every time you pass her, just put your fists up. Say, if you come at me, I can break you. You're a doll.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put you to like the landfill. Don't try me.
You see that tip bin over there? You're going to go in there if you decide to awaken. You better stay asleep. You know,
Oh,
when you're talking about characters, right? This might help you pick something, right? I want to sort of go back and I want to put it out there because I was thinking about it. Aragorn,
mm.
no. Oh my
Aragon,
gosh.
the dragon.
Aragon. No, no.
I just know a book called
The
Aragon.
dragon situation. It's like
No,
the
I just
donkey and dragon from Shrek. I don't even know how they had babies. It's interesting.
yeah.
Aragorn. Aragorn. Gosh, if I'm saying it
Mhm.
wrong, I'm sorry. I watched Lord of the Rings so many times. He's from Lord of the Rings. And he's the
Ah,
king.
yes.
He becomes the king.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's super hot. Oh
he's
my
so
God.
kind. His kindness is what got me. His kindness. He picks Frodo up. He hugs them. He protects them. And I'm like, oh, she's so lucky. He's so lucky. Oh my gosh. He's a
I
bomb.
love how we just answered that. I was like, oh yeah, he's so hot. He is so kind. I love that. That's perfect. I'm glad we got that on camera.
Pick him over Colin Bridgerton. I really do. I really do.
Oh
That's
gosh.
pretty
I don't think there's any character like there used to be. I used to have like a top 10 or top 5 of like people where I'm like, I wish you were real, but nobody's coming to mind right now. I feel like I've been too disillusioned from the media recently to have like a fave. I feel like there have been people where I've like looked at, I'm like, oh, he's attractive, but like somebody that
Freddy
I,
Krueger, right?
oh no, oh no, oh
She's having
my.
this secret little kink, and then she's like, Ashley, I didn't want to say it on the podcast, but Freddy Krueger. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
If it
Scream.
was anybody, no, if it was anybody, oh no, that's so bad. I was gonna say
That guy
Jigsaw from
though.
Saw, and I'm like,
Ah,
he's an old man with cancer. That's your time. I was like, no, I read the puppet, but it doesn't matter. No, and nobody. I'm not gonna pick anybody. Oh my
yeah, buddy.
gosh. No,
I
but
like it.
secretly,
We're figuring it out. Yeah,
secretly,
secretly.
Ashley, I have like a stash of Freddy Krueger stuff. So you've gotten me out of the closet, out of the Freddy Krueger closet, and
Knew
I
it.
just, this is what it is when you have an intuitive friend, you guys. You just can't keep any secrets. They just reveal everything on
Mhm.
air to people all around the world.
Oh, your spirit team told me that you were keeping it out for Freddy Krueger. Told me they're like, well, you need to do something, Ashley, because she loves Freddy Krueger. We need to
Oh.
change that. I'm like, well, she could pick the paranormal activity ghost next.
Oh
That's real
no.
kinky. Pull you out of bed. Pull you out of bed. Beautiful.
Oh my
I'm saying all
gosh.
this, but I can't do anything ghost or demonic possession.
Yeah,
So try to
same.
make a laugh out of something that is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, there's a line. There's a line. I know that there are a bunch of
The
Ted
line.
Bundy lovers and all of that. I know that's a thing, but like
Ooh.
it's not for me. It's not for me. You can keep
Neither.
the murderers. No, not
No,
you,
buddy.
Ashley. What?
Oh, thank you. She's like, you can keep the murderers in your mind. I'm like, no, I don't even want them. I don't
No,
even
like other
associate
people.
with
Other
it.
people.
I, I never. Oh my gosh. People were saying that Ted Bundy was hot, and I watched the documentary, um, or the movie. It was one or the other.
Mhm.
And I thought to myself, again, not with the bullshit of ugly, but I was thinking to myself, oh, he's got his energy, man. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, his energy. It's so dark.
Yeah.
It's dark. It's so, even just being on the other side, the whole play out, because even though like in the movie it's Zac Efron, is it Zac Efron
And there were
or is
two
that a different one?
movies.
He played, because yeah, there were two. That's why I'm getting so confused because I remember one of them being Evan Peters, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he really mentally went through it after that character. Totally get why he would. It seems too dark to play in a lot of
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
But look, no judgment here. But he definitely got some darkness. 110%.
Absolutely.
Not
Yeah.
really into like murder criminal documentaries. Are you into them?
Um, I don't know if you can call it that, but I like creepy pastas, like documentaries now, podcasts with creepy pastas or like true scary stories, things like that. But not really serial
Mm.
killers. No, that's more my mom's thing. He chopped her up into billions of pieces, and you just eat ice cream. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not my thing. Oh.
I just can't imagine like watching it and then going to bed and then sleeping like, ah, la 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 la, beautiful dreams. I just can't imagine that.
Yeah. It just makes me more
Yeah,
paranoid, to be
we've had.
honest, so
Mm. Oh gosh, yeah. The amount of dreams that you and I have had of being chased, having to fight. Yeah. I'm not chancing it with that. Not at all. Not
yeah.
before bed. Jeez. I've dreamt about Scream enough to last me my entire life. I bet you those dreams are going to follow me into the afterlife at this point because there's been too many of them. He's always the character that my subconscious uses to come after me or is like trying to kill me and I'm fighting him off. And I'm a boss when I fought zombies and him off. But still, you watch one movie and it's like your subconscious is like, who's going to be the character that's going to get you in your dreams? Yeah,
Hello,
no, not
Ashley.
a Who's this? This is the man you dream about. Oh,
It's the man of your dreams. It's the man of your dreams calling, Ashley, and it's Scream. I love
you
that.
know what I would do? Because I'll be all the adrenaline, like, Jay will have to mute that part.
Yeah.
Dreamt about it so much that I'm at this point where it's like, come on, come at me. I'm ready. I've got an ass. I'll bounce you from my ass to the wall. That's all it would take. Me turn around and bam. Hmm.
Oh,
Take that, sucker.
yeah. Welcome back to the
Dina's so
podcast, you guys.
worried.
No, I love that. I hope that's the opening to this episode. Bounce. Can't. I can't. Bounce him to the wall. That's what she'll do. It'll be a remake of Scream, and Ashley, she will. I've said this before to her. Actually, she needs to be the protagonist. In fact, Warner Brothers or whoever, Universal Studios, whoever's making the movies, she is the next main lead character. You need to hire Ashley, okay? Like, there's no other way. This is meant to
Yep.
be.
Yep. I'll show you a type of fighting that you ain't never seen before.
Oh yeah.
Start with my Russian accent, and the next minute I turn around and you're gone. Mother F, you're gone. The world is going to know your face and your name.
I love that. That's gonna be the catchline. The wall's gonna know your face and your name. Yeah. Welcome to Scream. What 12? what number are we on when it comes to those
32.
movies?
32. I feel like that.
Yeah.
Was it last year when the other one came out? Or this year? Last year, sorry. And I remember seeing it come up on the Village Cinemas app, and I thought, wait now? Another one? No.
Yeah. But they were actually pretty decent, I will say. The most recent remakes were actually pretty decent. It's just unfortunate that the main character was the main actress playing the main character was fired. But that's why I'm like saying, Ashley, it's slide right in. I have somebody. Universal Studios. Ashley.
I'd see him in person and I'm saying all of this, but I'd have to see him in person and probably just break down crying. You'd be like, you haunted me for a whole year. What? I'd have to sit down with him in therapy and talk it over to be able to continue to play the character. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happened, Ashley? Tell Green what he did. You chased me. You hurt. You didn't. Oh, you always. Oh, that would be great.
You can be in these scary movies because that's like the spoof version, right? So you can go to therapy there, and then on the actual Scream remake, you can go back and kick his butt with your butt. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else am I going to use it for?
Yeah,
Might as well use it for that.
exactly.
I rebounded myself with it, so,
Oh, but yeah, this
you
episode, you
know,
guys. Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
But yeah, this episode, you guys, is gonna be a fun one. Ashley and I, like Ash said earlier, want to make this nice, fun, a kickback type of episode. Have some fun, have some joy, laugh a little bit, dance a little bit, maybe sing a little bit. You know, like a whole musical ensemble. But we're very excited to be here. And today, we wanted to kind of like get cozy and intimate and get down and ask each other these burning, desirable questions about our friendship. These sexy, sexy questions.
We didn't actually say it beforehand, but, actually, we said it in the last 5 takes that we had to take because our internets are just not happy with us today.
Yeah.
But, yesterday, Nina was breaking down, and then today was me. So we definitely thought that we would wanna bring some fun into our lives because that just seems to be the topic even after Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
We need us.
Yeah. Definitely.
Can you hear me and see me? Because 'Cause you're looking like
Yes.
you
Yes, I can
okay.
hear you and see you. Everything is fine. No
Okay.
worries.
Okay.
She has trust issues now, you guys.
I do.
Oh.
I do.
But Ashley, if I may, I would love, love,
The way
love,
you
love,
just said
love,
that.
love. Yes?
The way you just said that.
Yeah?
Ashley. Ashley.
Ashley. Ashley.
Ashley.
I'm not sure if you're making fun of me or not.
Never in my life would I make fun of you. Just the way that you said it was so sensual. You're like,
Mm,
"Ashley?" Yeah. If I'd ever make
Ashley.
fun of that. Not all the time I hear my name, Ashley. It's always like, just never, soft and kind and
Mm, wow. Ashley, I would love more than anything in this entire world to ask you a question. May I?
you may, darling. Ask me.
The first question that I have for you, Ash, for today's round of there's like this show, but I can't say it because people are not going to understand. So I'm just going to move past it. What are the core values that guide your life?
Dun, 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 dun. Well, thank you, Nina, for asking me that question. My core values are
I love that. No, I love that. Continue.
my core values are authenticity, compassion, empathy, kindness. What's another one? Switched on, open-minded. Did I say open-mindedness? I think I
Mhm,
did. Um, Spontaneous, just to name a few. But my honestly
mm,
biggest one out of all of them is just emotionally available enough to be fully compassionate, be fully empathetic,
yes,
you know,
that's beautiful.
understanding.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want the questions to be asked back to you, or do you want me to ask you different questions?
It's up to you. You get to decide. You're in control, Ashley.
Honey, if you're answering them, then you definitely get the full choice.
Okay, then yeah, you can go ahead. Just to answer,
Mhm.
my values. It's quite a little bit interesting because I oftentimes have a hard time with what are values and what are morals, right? And what is the difference? But values, core value that I have in my life is definitely being kind. and being genuine, being honest. Honesty is a massive thing in my life. Honesty, kindness, loyalty, and compassion. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Open-mindedness as well, but kindness is kind of the core one. You always should lead with kindness. There should be boundaries
Mm.
to it, of course, because there are people who take advantage of your kindness, as we all know. But kindness and love, peace and love, and butterflies
Love and
and
light.
rainbows, love and
Love and
lights.
light. Yes, we love love and light. Oh, love and light.
Oh,
That's a really cute answer. Open-mindedness, it's like, we've spoken about it many times in, like, what we desire, not just for relationships with people, not just relationships but people. It's just the open-mindedness to the world and the potential
mhm.
pathways of that, really.
Yes.
At least trying to have an understanding of why certain things may unfold.
Mhm.
Open-mindedness towards someone that is a part of the LGBTQIA community, you know, that kind of pathway.
Yeah,
I feel like it's important. Safety for all.
exactly. I agree.
Oh, no, you agree, my friend. We speak about that so many times. I'm just getting up my phone because I have all my questions on my phone.
Mhm.
Of course I do. Oh, there's so many. What can I ask Nina? Mm, okay. What is something that you are passionate about and why?
You know, I'm gonna make it a game. I'm gonna I'm gonna answer in a very sensual tone from now on. That's
Hmm.
gonna be my challenge for the rest of the episode. Wow, Ashley, something I am so eternally passionate about. Actually, no, let me not do that because it's starting to freak me out. It's not that type of podcast.
Why?
Um,
It felt, you know what it felt like? It felt like Kourtney Kardashian or Kim Kardashian
oh
interview in
no.
some way. I'm s
It's like so I'm so passionate about love. Love is like totally my guiding light in this life. And I don't know where I would be without it. So, passionate number one would be love. But the other thing, the most important thing in my life would be would be so helping other people because there's so many people who are in an unfortunate situation in life and they deserve help. They deserve our help. You know what I mean? Like, we are so privileged every single day in our life to do what we do and to have what we have, and we need to give that back to the community. So, I'm like totally a philanthropist. I don't know how to say that word, but like I'm totally a philanthropist. So, yeah, that's like totally my
on the merch. Hello, positive.
like the tzatziki guy. Oh gosh.
Hazikaka. I cried when I saw that. I was crying. Tizaka.
I can't even say that because like the lettering of that is confusing to my brain.
Hilarious.
No, but in all
Oh, thanks.
seriousness, the thing I'm very passionate about and have been for a very long time is helping others, giving back, and being somebody who can provide some kind of change in the world. And I'm trying to figure out what that is for me and how I can do that. But yeah, that's my journey. That's the number one thing I'm very passionate about, and spreading just more kindness and awareness and love to other people. I feel like that's my number one job here as a human on this planet. And Everything else is just kind of an addition, sprinkles on top. What about you, Ashley? What are you passionate about?
We'd like someone to consider us as interviewers. I think both of us together would be absolutely fabulous in interviewing people. Just want to put that out there too. But I am passionate and seriously passionate. Actually, sarcastic, no, no, for reals. I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
For shizzle
My
dizzle.
mind is absolutely in the shizzle dizzle land of Cocoa Pops and Fruit Loops. That's what happens when you break down a couple of hours before doing a podcast. Frazzle dazzle land. Oh, look, a rainbow. Oh my gosh. I am passionate about helping society heal.
Mm,
That's what I'm passionate about. Is advocating for the things that are not seen. I want to bring it to the light so it is seen and heard and validated and help humanity heal and to stop humanity from choosing am I allowed to say the word? To help humanity choose better options rather than the us holy pathway.
but holy. Yeah, you
Us
can say that.
holy. Us holy.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, moderator. Just to help humanity heal in the absolute forward description of it in any way that I can.
Yeah. That's great. I love that actually. And I think it's the thing that also one of the many things that gets us together and enables us to do what we do today, doing the podcast and speaking about what
Mm,
we speak about, sharing our stories, wanting to help uplift other people's experiences and stories and stuff. And I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that with you and find a comrade in the business of helping others and wanting to be that person, be a facilitator of that, be an extension to that better alternative of
mhm.
life, which is so very much needed these days. But yeah, I'm very
Oh,
proud
yeah.
of you, Ashley. Very proud of you.
You, my friend. It is so much better doing this with someone else. It's okay to do it, in your own independent space because obviously I have my own stories and stuff. But Nina, as you know, and I've said it to you so many times, you offer your own experiences and your own advocacy and your own awareness and learning, which is another part of healing. Just like when Jay told her stories, it's an offering of another part of healing. We all have something to share and to help heal. So I'm glad to be doing it with someone else.
Yeah,
Share
same.
your stories, share my stories, we all share our stories, and we sing Kumbaya together.
Yes. Okay, so let me
Rock, paper,
see.
scissors, who's gonna ask the next question?
I want to ask the next question. It's my turn because you
Oh,
answered.
yes, you take control. I love it.
Uh, okay. Ooh, this is a good question. Imagine your ideal self 5 years from now. What characteristics, values, and accomplishments do you envision for yourself?
Tough one.
Take
It's
a
a tough
minute.
one. Okay, thank you. You're such a tad
Only
interviewing
only a
giving
minute
me a
though.
minute.
No second
Oh,
longer.
is this the Golden Globes or the Oscars where you rush me?
We'll have
I
music
finished
come
my
on.
speech.
We'll have music come on
Oh,
if you don't answer fast
I'm
enough.
sorry.
Yes.
I have a whole speech planned out. Um, honestly, I have oh jeez. I think just this confidence, but not just inner confidence, outer confidence as well. So I guess this full body confidence and security in self.
Mm,
Secure in self is probably the best way that I can describe it. I desperately want to be so secure in self
Yeah.
that when certain things come to disrupt my journey, I mean, at the moment, I am kind of like that anyway, but more, how do I explain it? Not taking certain things on board, like people's perceptions and opinions and belief systems on how life is meant to be and what you should be doing. Just the outside noise being just that, you know, being so secure in myself that I know myself, I trust myself because no one will know me like I know me. No one can know me like I know me. And just flowing through my life intuitively knowing that I can make these choices and I can do these things, being like fully honest, even in situations where I get uncomfortable about it. Moments in
Mhm.
high places, let's say, like if you're around someone like at work, just to say this quickly, at work, I could never speak up, you know. I want to be able to do that when I'm afraid and maybe someone I feel like I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, but I'm just gonna end it there because I'm gonna start going more further into it. But yeah, security and self.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And accomplishments? What do you wish you have?
Accomplishments.
Yes. What do you wish you had achieved in 5 years' time for yourself?
Was that did I not answer the question? Was that like a different question?
Like,
Did I answer a whole different question that wasn't
no,
even asked?
no, no, no. Part of it was characteristics, values, and accomplishments. Accomplishments is last. So characteristics and values. You answer that. And accomplishments. Do you want to have won a Grammy, Ashley? Do you what do you want? What do you want in the next 5 years for yourself outside of your internal world? Things
Well,
to have welcomed into your circle. Let's say it that way.
I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer and say that it is definitely a question that I will not be answering. And Nina
Ooh.
already knows why, but I do not tell secrets of what I would like to happen in the future because not everyone has the greatest intention when they hear it
Mm, that's
for
true.
you. So
Yes.
that energy and that joy that I get from thinking about it and keeping between my space and
Mhm.
who I can trust that is going to meet
Yes.
me with supportive energy.
Okay.
So I
Very well.
apologize, but
No need for it. No need for it. That's perfectly fine. I love that. Keep it to
yeah,
yourself.
thank you.
Yes.
I
You're
shall.
more than
Thank you, my friend. Such a great interviewer for respecting my boundaries. I'm going to recommend you to everybody.
welcome. Thank you.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Mm.
Ah. Mm. To you, what defines a strong relationship? Can be friendship or
Ooh.
platonic. The friendship and platonic. Can be romantic or platonic.
Yes. Um, a strong relationship. One that isn't shook up by outside events, something that no matter what happens on the outside world, you still have the safety and the what's the word that I'm looking for? Stability. Stability within the connection, no matter what connection that may be, like you said, platonic, romantic, it doesn't matter. The world can be so hard to navigate, and so much stuff happens every single day. I'm sure a lot of people can agree with that. And so I feel like it is incredibly important to, within your own relationships, especially with the people's with the people closest to you, to be able to come back home or go to your friend's place or hang out with friends and be like, we are solid. Even if there are issues, we can talk about it in a healthy way. We aren't afraid to talk about hard things and overcome hard things, and do it in a respectful manner that helps us both to heal and grow. I think that that is very important. Safety, stability, loyalty, honesty, because if you don't have those things, everything else doesn't really matter. And I feel like the worst thing is to have of relationship, and this goes for all relationships, is to have a relationship that is kind of like the ocean, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You need to have something solid that you can maintain yourself on. Your relationship shouldn't be the ocean. It should essentially be the surfboard, you know? You can ride the waves with the solidity within the people that make you feel connected and loved and cared after and cared for. And so I think that that is what makes a strong relationship and what I hold for most important in a relationship. I hope that answered the question.
Oh, yes. It answered the question perfectly.
May I ask the same in return?
I don't think I can give much, my friend. My experiences, I mean, essentially on the learning journey of it, I truly believe that it's you and your partner against the problem if we're talking relationship
Yes.
wise. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
Truly believe that. Communication, get on it. With friendships, I think, let me just retrace what the question was again.
Mm.
If I was talking friendships, I think the strength of it comes down to nitty-gritty in some ways, because that's a part of life. And there's been too many friendships where the nitty-gritty is not talked about because no one knows how to have the conversation. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward, da 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 da, as teenagers. But I feel like the biggest issues that have come from no one talking about the nitty-gritty because no one
Mm.
knows how someone feels, no one knows what someone's going through, but people don't even know how to handle it. It's a full shebang.
Yeah.
So in the now, I definitely believe that you have to talk about the uncomfortable and you sometimes have to sit down with your friend and say, hey, this is what's currently going on and what I'm feeling in the friendship. It doesn't feel great. Can we talk about this? Can we work out a solution? And then you just go from there, honestly. You
Yeah.
move from there once you come to a conclusion,
Yes.
resolution kind of thing. The strength is in the nitty gritty as well as the fun times.
Exactly. 100%. I so agree with that. Communication is truly the key for anything to succeed between two human beings, you know? You can't assume
Yeah.
and you can't I've had that personally in certain friendships before where it's like, and even like relationships, romantic ones, where it's like people assume for you to read their brains. And it's like, if you don't talk and if you don't like let out some kind of signal that something is wrong, you can never really fix it because the other person doesn't know. I don't know. So, yeah, communication is key.
Yes, definitely.
I love that. I love that. Okay, Ash, then I'm going to ask maybe a little bit more of a fun question. I don't know if it is more fun.
Ed, go ahead.
What would you choose to be your last meal on Earth?
Hmm. I never could win. Um, right. Don't know.
Dude.
Crappies and nachos. You know what? Probably,
Mhm.
mm, maybe dumplings,
Ooh.
Korean barbecue. Even though I
Mhm.
haven't actually fully experienced Korean barbecue, I really want to try tteokbokki, if I even
Mhm.
said that right.
Yes, that was really cute.
Thank you. But honestly, burgers and fries and pizza, that's just, yeah, that's, of course, it's a typical
Mhm.
answer. But I would happily enjoy some dumplings, some ramen, dumplings in ramen, in
Mhm.
chicken broth.
Mhm.
I love it. That is my combo.
Yeah.
That is my combo. It is delush. So
Nice.
yeah, that would be my last meal.
Okay, that's awesome.
It's like, yeah. My friend, ooh, What's a song that feels like it's a part of you?
Oh,
Because we love
yeah,
our music.
yes.
Mhm.
It would be a Halsey song, and I think it's Finally Beautiful Stranger. That or oh gosh, what is the song called? Hold on, I have to actually look that up. I
Well,
apologize.
go
I
ahead.
I need I need to know the title because
Mind break.
this is that song for me where I mean, I feel like it's not really me anymore, but it definitely was at a certain amount of time and for a certain amount of time. And it meant a lot to me and still does to this day because I still listen to this album and this song in particular. And I'm just like, whoa, okay.
Mm.
This is like wow. um, so I feel like Ashley, that song, great, fantastic. I mean, obviously, my best friend's name is Ashley, so my favorite song's name has to be Ashley. But also, I love Clementine. Clementine is like part of my identity, and maybe I hate everybody. I feel like you said one song, so
Oh, you can say like I'll give you like 3.
okay,
Say 3.
then it's all gonna be Halsey songs because the Manic album meant so much to me, and it would be Finally Beautiful Stranger,
Mhm.
929, and Ashley. Yeah, it would be Ashley. I like that song a lot. Even though I do love Clementine, I don't know, it's hard.
No, you love Ashley more. We know.
Yes. Oh,
That's a good choice.
thank you. What about you? I would love to hear that from you.
One song that I've had in my playlist for probably ever since I started the Apple playlist, which has been a long time,
Mhm.
is let me just grab it. My 3. The Goo Goo Dolls, Iris, is it? I feel
Yes,
like
I
I
love
say
that
that wrong.
song. No, it's perfect. It's
The
right.
part, and I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Oh my gosh, I used to literally
Mhm.
belt it out in my room. I just want you to know who I am. Oh my gosh. Another song that I actually posted about too, it's from the movie Honey, and it's called I
Mm.
Believe. It is
Mm.
a very if yeah, it's a
Yes.
good one. It's a very
Yeah.
motivational, inspirational
Okay.
kind of song, that one.
Nice.
And last one, oh, it's so difficult because I love music, but one
It
that I
is.
I need to find the one that really okay, alright. One that used to just I love so much is Midnight Blue by
Mm.
Lou Gramm. Have you heard of it?
Mm. No, never
Midnight
heard of
Blue?
it.
Oh my gosh. You have to play the song.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, the lyrics is just like there's one part, oh, you play it when you're driving your car, you have the window down, and it's sunny outside, and you're just driving down the
Mm.
freeway, and I've done this so many times now, I have the song playing, going down the freeway, and I'm like, "Midnight blue, ah." I'm just fully belting it out. Oh my gosh. Listen to this. I used to follow, yeah, that's true, but my following days are over. Now I just gotta follow through. And I remember what my father said. He said, "Son, life is simple. It's either cherry or red or midnight blue." And it's like, oh my gosh. You have to listen to it, my friend. I love it.
Yes, I will. That sounds like a nice song. I like that name too, Lou
It is a good
Graham.
song.
It's a
His
cool
name,
name.
yeah.
Cool name. Yeah.
Midnight blue. If any of you can relate to that song, let me know because we can jam to it together.
Mhm. Okay. Let me see.
Ooh, let her see.
What do you care least about?
It's not the fact that it's, difficult to think of something. It's difficult to think of one thing
Oh,
because there's
yeah.
many things. One thing that I do not care about is, um oh, crap. One thing I do not care about is society's standards. It's probably the most, what's the word? It just kind of puts everything in the slot. Like, I
Mhm.
do not
Okay.
care
Yeah.
anymore about your beauty, your created illusions of beauty standards and ideologies of who someone should be. I do not care for any of it. I want no part of it. I do not have a part of it. So it can, you know, open the door and kick itself out or go FUCK a cactus.
Yes. Okay. Well,
I can
that's a
spell it
great
out,
answer.
right?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Guys, if you're listening in from Spotify, I think it's fine to curse on there, but like on YouTube, it's a little bit iffy. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And so Ashley, being from Australia, kind of like curse land central, she has a hard time sometimes with not being able to say a few words here and there. We have to like make a list. I was thinking about this earlier. We have to like make a list of acceptable curse words, and you can use them during the podcast. We can just have them next to you.
I just kind of sometimes I could make it up, like the F word. I can do like
Yeah.
basket or something like that. Like I can do it. I'm not okay. I'm gonna say this. Okay, it's not that I have to swear. I don't. It's just when I'm
Yeah.
passionate or when I'm angry. It's a part of the vocab.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
Fruit basket. Do you want me to ask you that question?
If you'd like to.
It's not if I like to, my friend. It's if you'd like to answer it,
Yes, sure.
or you want your own question.
I would love to answer. Um, what I care least about, first of all, I want to thank the Academy for inviting me to this prestigious event. I want to thank my family, my mom, and Momo, my dog. And I want to thank my friends. Ashley, you are the reason that I'm here today. Jay, who has always been our editor, who has always been by our side, just pulling us together and making us look presentable and wonderful and amazing. And just a couple of other friends that I'm not going to mention right now because you know the music is about to come on. But I just want to thank the Academy today. Thank you so much for this award. I will always cherish it. The thing that I care the least about, though, funny enough, is
Can we clap at least before you answer? I actually have tears.
Thank you, thank you. No, the thing that I care the least about is money. And I mean that in the sense of I understand that money is a tool. It can get us where we need to be and do the things we need to do. But I think so much of our society has put our worth and people's identities into a piece of paper that we have alluded so much worth to without any rhyme or reason. You know, like we're on a floating rock in the middle of nowhere with a vast universe that's constantly expanding, and we look at a green
Mhm,
piece of paper and we put so much of our lives at
mhm.
risk for that or for acknowledgement with it. And I don't care about it. I don't care for it. And capitalism is something that I genuinely am against because of how it's running its course. And I think everybody has the freedom and should have the freedom to live and create a life that they want to live and have the money that they want to have. But I feel like, unfortunately, this is going to get very deep really quick. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I feel like it's been
Mhm.
hoarded and it's been
Mm,
just not distributed the way it should be if we're going to have this system. But it's as a human on this earth, ever since I was a kid, I never really understood the obsession with money. I've never really understood why? It's always been the question. That's been the number one question I've asked since I was born. Why? It annoyed my mom
Yeah.
growing up. It's like you need to do this and you can do that. I was like, why? And then I was like, one time I was in a restaurant and there was like a donation box, and I was like, why do people put coins in there? And she's like, oh, it's for donations for charity. And I'm like, why do you need charity? It's, oh, because, people they need help and around the world and stuff like that. And it's for a really good cause. And I'm like, why? And she's like, what do you mean, why? And I'm like, well, why does that exist in the first place? And she's like, I don't know. It's just the way it is. I'm like, why? It's just, and that's kind of how I am to this day. I have just no understanding for why
Curious.
we choose to make our lives harder than it needs to be. You know what I mean? And money
Mm.
is the root cause of that. Some people say it's evil. I don't think it's evil. I think it just brings out what's already inside. And I
Oh,
would
yeah.
love to live in a society where we didn't have to pay for water or fruit on a tree that grows naturally. It doesn't really
Mhm.
make much sense. That's just me. That's just my opinion. And that's what I care least about.
I agree. I agree. Human beings have taken it, and it's so much there's so much greed.
Yeah,
There's so much greed.
absolutely.
So much. And that's the thing too, both of our answers are just the conclusion that we just don't like how it exists and it's been harming human beings. That's really what it is at the end of the day. Money has caused so much harm. Well, actually, technically human beings have taken money and created harm, but then also there's survival mode as well, which is a big topic. But
Mm,
even what I said, the whole system in general of that has done nothing but cause people harm. So
yeah,
kumbaya to all of it. Bye
absolutely.
bye. What is it?
Bye, bye,
G
bye.
get the GTFO.
No, yes.
GTFO.
Yes.
I'll take it into a full little ensemble.
It wouldn't be our podcast if there wasn't a music ensemble. So,
Hmm.
okay, so I have an interesting question. I would love to hear your opinion on this. What is the
Hmm.
difference between I'm in love with you and I love you
Oh, jeez.
for
I'm
you
in love with
personally?
you and I love you.
Mhm.
What's the difference? I think I am in love with you is oh shit, Nina. Mm. Let me think about it. A tricky one because maybe I am in love with you is allowing further on than platonic to be a part of your space and your energy.
Mm.
I love you. Oh, it's difficult. Oh, Nina, come on with the tough questions. Maybe I love you is something that you definitely say with those in your life that you obviously just you have that love for. But I am in love with you. It feels like a full acceptance of space with romance and that kind of ball pit.
Mhm.
I've never thought about it before, to be honest. So that question has got me. And I
You
don't
can
think
sit
there's a
on
right
it a
answer
little bit.
to it.
Yeah, I think it
I can't
changes
sit
with
on it.
everybody's answer. Yeah.
I'm Aries. We can't sit on things. We're very impatient sometimes.
I
You.
agree, though. I agree with what you said. I think I love you is a more general term. You can say that with a lot of different things. I love this, I love that, and I love my friends, and you can deeply mean it. And in my case, I do. When I say it, I do. But I'm in
Mm,
love with you. That is for me a door. I would envision it as a door in saying that no matter what happens in this life, um, I am in it with you. I'm here for you in a more romantic setting. I love you is like, I love you. I love you too. Yeah, I totally love you. But I'm in love with you. That's super serious. To me, anyway. It's saying that you are, to me, the definition of I'm in love with you is like you are a divine, human, beautiful soul, and I can never part again from a love like yours. And I must die 1,000 deaths, and I still won't be apart from you.
Ooh,
That's what that means for me. So that's my definition.
ooh, that's so romantic. I'd be like, "Hey, that's kind of violent, but hell, go." That's romantic.
It's kind of
That's a good
violent.
definition of it. 1,000 deaths, honey, are you sure you wanna come back that many times? Because
That's how much you
total
love that
respect if you
person.
don't.
That's how much you love
Mm,
that person.
to come back down to this place.
Yeah.
This we're talking are we talking like
Yeah.
a different planet? A
Same planet.
different
And I will find
same
you every
same planet,
single time. Same planet.
same
I will
planet.
come back 1,000 times and I will find you and I will love you again in all the different shapes and all the different bodies and all the different genders. I will always love you.
Beautiful, but all I keep thinking is same planet.
Yes, that was the part you're hung up on.
This one. What about if we met on, like, I don't know, Mars or Jupiter or Universe 3.0, we never know what that's gonna be like. Yeah. Then I'll be like, "Yes, we can." I just took something romantic and just, like, shredded it.
That's the thing too, though, like the soul is something that is not limited to the body. So there is no limitation of what planet or what even organism you are by the time you reincarnate. So every single body
Ooh,
in every single lifetime on every single universe and planet on this vast thing called existence, I will always love you. I will always be connected to you. Nothing can ever part me from you again.
okay. I'll come back. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, in all seriousness, um, in all se in all seriousness, because you are such a poet, it is quite a beautiful thing
Mhm.
to hear. Some
Yeah.
of the, lines and I'm gonna bring it up, some of the lines in the Bridgerton series, even in the book, there's some of the things that they say in the scene of romance that is
Mhm.
like, "Whoa." There's a lot of energy and
Mhm.
power to it. So in all
Mhm.
seriousness, there's a you can just tell there's a lot of energy and love and
Yeah.
power, and it's like, interesting of what that would feel like to be, "I am in love with you," and to have the full self in that mode and declare that,
Yeah.
and how that truly feels for them.
Okay. Ashley, I found for you a wonderful, wonderful question that I would love to ask. How does the fact that life ends affect the way you live your life?
How does it affect me the way that life ends? Is
Hmm.
that the question?
Yes. How does the fact that life ends affect the way you live your life? Or does it affect the way you live your life?
In honesty, no, it
Mm,
doesn't actually.
okay, that's awesome.
If that's the answer. It actually doesn't really affect me at
Okay.
all.
That's actually super interesting to me because for me, it definitely does. It's like the driving force for a lot of the things that I do or don't do, actually, because I'm like, I'm going to die one day. I might as well try it. Like it's always, I think I've said this to you before. I have um, kind of always when I've been in tough situations in my life and I don't know what to do, or I'm kind of at a loss of what choice to make in life, I'm always like imagining myself on my deathbed, looking back at this exact moment and being like, what would be the choice that I would be most proud to make, or something that I would love to see the outcome of if I'm
Mm,
curious about it. Sorry for my English today, guys.
I don't.
um, but yeah, curious about, and I kind of take it from there. So I kind of live my life in reverse from my death. That makes sense. I see myself at the
Yeah.
deathbed and I want to make sure that I make that person proud. Grandma Nina, I want to make her proud. So I live my life in reverse.
Mm.
We'll see how that turns out.
So it is a really good idea to think about it. You don't want to get to your deathbed and I guess have a ton of regrets. You know, I
Mm,
definitely agree with that.
yeah.
Truly agree with that. To look back and say, when they do those interviews, you would have seen them when they ask people on the streets, what do you regret in your life? Or what advice do you have for 20, 30-year-olds? And
Yeah.
they say, you know, I wish I just lived my life the way that I wanted to and not the way that everyone else wanted me to. I just wore what I want to wear because now I don't care, being 60 years old. And I think to myself, there probably will be some things, maybe, I don't know. But essentially, yeah, I want to be able to look back and think, ah, I've lived my one last reincarnation well, toodaloo.
Yes. Emphasis on the last.
That emphasis on the last. Please, if you're spiritual as well, and if you can really tap into it a lot more than me at this point, please don't tell me that it's not because I will cry. Nina did something. She Googled something and she's like, oh, Ash, it's like you've got like 11 more lifetimes to go. And I bawled my eyes out. I cried for realsies.
It was really funny. You guys should have been there.
You should have full on bawling.
Oh, yes.
You know, a question that I'd love to ask you, my friend. Okay. Oh, if you had a choice, right, to either be in horror, no, because I'm trying to make it up from my head. Give me a second. Mhm. You could have a choice in your life to be a singer or an actor. What would you choose?
An actor. I would be an actor. Simply
What would you
because
play?
I would play
What would you
everything.
like to
I
play?
I would love to play in a horror movie, definitely. I'd love, actually, no, more than that, I would love to
Mm.
direct a horror movie because I think I could scare people. No, but I would love to play the villain in something at some point. If I were an
Mm.
actor, I would love to play the villain simply to understand what it is to be that type of a person. I think it is very intriguing. People like that, people
Mm.
who have a morally gray compass. I think it is very intriguing because I'm quite, is this the right thing to do? I have that type of mentality. So for somebody to embody somebody, a character that's like, I only care about myself. I will do anything, anything. I think that that would be very interesting to play.
Mm.
But like you actually mentioned earlier with Ted Bundy and the movie that was it Tom Holland? No, it's you mentioned the actor's name. I'm not sure.
Evan Peters?
Evan Peters, yeah, that he was
Mm.
just so like it affected him very deeply, the character that he played, Ted Bundy. I don't know if I would want to get to that point. So there would have to be a limit to
Mm.
how dark the character would be because I don't want it to affect who I am. Because I would imagine myself to be a very method actor. I would want to get into kind of the daily lifestyle, kind of get really into the brain of the person that I'm trying to portray.
Mm.
That, and of course, I would love if I could pick a movie to be a part of, I would love to be part of The Conjuring. I would love to cast out some demons. That sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, I would love to do that.
Respect to that.
Yeah. What about you? Singer or actor?
Oh, actor, 100%. I
Mm.
love music, but actor. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yes. I would definitely love. I did special effects once upon a time, so I would love to be a completely different creature, completely
Yeah.
different character. I would totally play a goblin or an ogre. I don't care. I don't give a rat's. I would play I don't care. I don't care. The movie, oh, why can't I never think of anything when I actually am about to talk about it? What is um, Nina, I told you about it on Netflix where the stories fangulo. Now I have to Google everything.
That's still a curse word, you know? All our
Sorry.
Italian viewers, they're gonna be like, "Oh, actually."
Fruit basket. So it's called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And I actually didn't mind that movie, even though it's absolutely terrifying. I would love to be one of the scary ones.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to be
yeah.
one of the scary ones. I would so oh gosh, I can't even imagine being the other person on the other side running from them. So I'd rather be the scary one. But there's this one character in the movie, um, and it's a scary one, and she's missing her toe. And then she like when she appears, they're on the phone to him. Oh, how do I explain this? They're on the phone to Augie, and they're basically saying like, "You're next in the book. Your story's next," and the
Mm,
book is
yeah.
writing itself. And then it goes quiet, and suddenly you hear, "Who took my toe?" And then you see it coming. I sit there going, "I'd rather be on the opposite end than be
Yeah.
running from that."
Yeah.
Tall. I love it. I love it on the opposite end. Again, let me just say that
Mhm.
so I don't get cast on the other side because I can't run from them. I'd cry.
You'd be very good at it though. Truly. Like I think it definitely suits you and you can pull out the special effects anyway, like amazingly well.
Mm,
It's just
yeah,
it
yeah.
would definitely be your sweet spot. I agree. Like
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be perfect. Wow.
Mm.
I love that. Let's be in the next Conjuring movie together. You can be the demon and I'll cast you out. I'll be there's like Ed and Lorraine Warren, and I'll be like the sidekick, like the understudy that's like trying to take it into the new world, you know, it's like social media. I'm like, oh my god, you guys, like we're totally gonna cast like out some demons right now. Oh, that would be everything.
Yeah, I would just imagine being the demon and then it gets really serious and in my mind I'm like, I have to break this character right now because it's getting too demonic. So I just pull out like after I'm trying to do something, I'm like, so Nina, like, make sure we get have lunch.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
If we put aside scariness for a second, something I love more than that, like way more than that, is Lord of the Rings,
Mm,
fantasy, elf. Give me an elf, you know, give me that. I would love it a
yes.
lot. The next Lord of
Yes.
the TV show, The Ring of Power. Hey, sign me up. I'll be in an episode because I would love it. I would love it. Oh yes,
Yeah. You'd be
give me
perfect for that
fantasy any
as well.
day.
Fairy
Thank you.
princess, fairy queen, like anything fantasy, you would be
Hmm.
amazing. Like a dragon slayer, I would love that.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
with your red hair.
Aragon.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. I would love that.
If you need me for Aragon number two, I'm available. If you ever make it, please make it. Do you know what Aragon is? Have you seen it?
I've only
That movie?
seen the books. I've only seen the books, so not
Mm.
familiar with the movie or anything. No.
Movie wasn't too bad, but it was made years ago, but they needed number
Mm,
two because I did enjoy
mhm.
it and I'll happily be a part of that.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of adventure, a lot of power, just like holding like the hand power. It's the power from within. And I'm like, yes, I want to do
Mm.
that too. Marvel character.
Yes, you can be Iron Woman. Um, the question that I have for you is what do you think you would do if we had never met? Where would you be right now?
Um,
Maybe I should ask a different,
um,
lighter question.
the mental health ward. I love this question. Oh gosh. Honestly, I've thought about it a few times. I've thought about it, and I think we've spoken about it too. Where I said to you, Nina, I'd probably be in the abyss of the abyss if you weren't a part of my life. I wouldn't know what A to Z is. Um, yeah, I definitely wouldn't know and experience as much as I have in terms of love and support and
Mm,
even learning about friendship in the way that I have never known it to be in a lot of ways, like this whole new experience. I wouldn't have had all these experiences. And I know that I might have gotten through things by myself because I have, you know, but as I say and I advocate for, I think that friendship offers a different kind of experience and space, as well as your own ability to walk through your journey and finding your way to heal.
mm,
Like friendship offers some guidance in that, some help in that, some assistance in that. So without Nina, I probably would have made it in some sense, but I also would not. Oh, Nina, I'd be a very self angry,
mm,
intolerant. Because, oh my gosh, you were the one that taught me about love.
mm,
You were the one that taught me about love. You're the one that taught me about friendship. You're the one that actually showed me that, you don't have to be afraid to communicate to me. You don't have to be
mm,
afraid to talk to me. I'm not going to shove it back in your face, Ash.
mhm.
I'm not going to put you down or, use things against you. You showed me a completely different side to things and never experiencing that beforehand. I think I still would have been in a very deep, deep hole,
Mhm,
but I also kind of might have progressed, but just not as much as I have now. It's kind
mhm.
of what I'm trying to come to the conclusion in saying.
I'm
Yeah.
so grateful. I'm grateful that I was able to give you that and show you the other side of things because I definitely agree with you as well. It's you have shown me gentleness, kindness, compassion, listening. You have given me the courage to feel my feelings. So I don't know where I would be. I don't know who I would be, but I would be a lesser version of myself had it not been
Mm.
for you and having you in my life. So I'm really grateful for what was it, a K drama bringing us together. So I'm very grateful for that.
The K-drama and BTS.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of surreal when you really think back to those moments. If things
Mhm.
didn't really go down the pathway that they did, where you would be at.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back there too much, but
Yeah.
I think having moments like that can also reflect where you were before and where you're not, what
Mm.
didn't happen, which
Right.
I think we can both agree on. Absolutely relieved.
Yes,
Gosh, absolutely
absolutely.
relieved. Gosh, I only envisioned my life, truly. I truly only envisioned my life before you came along as going back and forth in Origin, which Origin is a mental health facility for
Mhm.
youth. I swear that's all I saw my life as happening. 110%. I cannot say anything else. That probably would have been my life, just back and
Mhm.
forth until the day that I leave this planet.
Yeah.
So if things didn't happen the way that it did, as difficult as it was, I'm glad that it did
Yeah.
because here I am. Here
Yes.
I am. And here
Fashion
she is.
fashionista, Russian princess, fairy princess.
Oh,
Actually,
thank you, my friend. Every time you give me compliments, it feeds my ego. Hmm. It's going to be too big for my screen one day if you keep giving me all these compliments. Nobody do it like you, my friend. Nobody.
thank you.
Um, I was thinking before, I'm trying to think at the top of my head what question to
Mhm.
ask Nina. I think the question is there one thing, and I think it's important. So I did that before. Yes, we are the same.
Ah,
I like to get down to the nitty gritty. So
mhm,
if there is one thing that you could shift in our friendship for the betterment of it, what would it be? And you can be
Ooh,
totally
be
honest, as you know.
closer to you in physical
Why you
capacity.
come here now?
That would shift our friendship for the better, like 1,000 times better. Like I feel that way so deeply, Ashley, truly. Like, oh, I have no complaints when it comes to our friendship, and I mean that, and I'm sincere when I say that. I love you. I love our dynamic. I love our talks. I love how we are, and I just wish that we could be closer. That's the thing. Like, I really want to be able to like, come, Ash, let's go to the movies, or let's have like a
Mm,
sleepover, or like let's get some dinner or coffee or whatever it may be. Like I don't think we drink coffee. I don't know, but either way, tea, anything like a shake, smoothie, I don't know, whatever is digestible. And anyway, I would love to be able to do that, truly. And I am patiently and happily awaiting the day that we can finally be together in person because it is
mm,
needed and it will come soon. And it has already happened. I've already booked the ticket. Like when it comes to manifestation, I've already booked the ticket. I'm already like tomorrow is my flight and we're gonna hang out and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna like shift everything,
yes.
you know? So yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
That's what I would change.
I
Physical
so agree.
proximity.
I totally agree. I absolutely agree.
Mhm.
I need you to come. We have balls to go to. There's dresses to be worn. There's frocks to be worn.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There's things to do that we actually want to do
Yeah. There's things to do that are actually happening as opposed to here where I live right now.
that are actually enjoyable and bring happiness and,
Yes.
some joy.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of tea and coffee, tea or coffee for you, and how do you take it if for one or the other or
I
both?
only drink one coffee, and that's a caramel latte. I'm not a coffee
Ooh.
fan because it's usually too strong for me. I can't handle it. My stomach
Mm,
just doesn't agree. Um, but I'm definitely more of a tea type. And when I mean tea, I mean like matcha tea, like milk tea type. I love that.
mm.
That's my sweet spot. I love matcha latte. That's my everything. So that's where I reside. The tea, peppermint, um, chai lattes and chai teas. They're everything. So yeah, that's my area. But caramel latte is good too, occasionally. What about you?
Just to say, I think you'll love coming here because it's very popular, like chai and matcha,
Okay,
I think you said. It's popular here.
nice.
I am not a coffee drinker at all. I am a tea drinker, and I am a tea drinker without the milk and the sugar.
Nice. Yeah, me too.
I I love honey. Yeah, I don't mind some honey depending, but,
Mhm.
chamomile tea, green tea. I started drinking nettle tea with honey because that's a
Yes.
great immune booster.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
dandelion? No, d is it daffodil?
Mhm.
There's a few of the herbal teas. I love herbal tea a lot. Also because it's like a double whammy where it tastes good, but then also, your body's like, "Oh, yes,
Yeah.
thank you for this
Yeah.
nourishment." So I like the bonus of it being something good too.
Yes.
And there's something about sitting, reading a book, and drinking hot tea on a cold day that just it's like the most grounded place I find myself in
Mhm.
these days since we're in autumn right now. So tea all the way.
Yes. It's
And
awesome.
hot chocolates.
Yeah. I love hot chocolate with
Oh,
marshmallows, creamy hot chocolate
oh
in
my
general.
gosh.
Gosh,
Wait when you
everything.
come here. Wait
Mhm.
when you come here. I know the places. I
Nice.
know.
Awesome.
Fabulous hot chocolate.
I'm excited.
Mm,
I'm
I
looking
want one
forward
right
to it.
now.
Yeah, same.
My gosh, I want one so bad right now. We should come to our one of our podcast episodes with a hot chocolate and just enjoy that with everyone.
Yeah, we can have like a cozy
Mm,
chat session. That would be fun. Yeah, I like that.
mm. I need a hoodie on right now because it is freezing. It is cold over here. I'm feeling it.
Um, mhm. Okay. Well, then, Ashley, I'm gonna wrap it up with like a final question. If you'd like to embark us with your beauty and your wisdom and your answer, what is the nicest thing someone has ever said or done for you?
Oh, there's a few scenarios I can think of. I think one in particular that I can think of that's recent is the fact that someone came into my life and opened up a safe space for me to reach out and speak on the current situations that are invading my space and offer to help me heal. And they definitely have truly helped me heal in more ways than they probably know.
Mm,
So that just to have someone really offer that kind of space is, to me, it's a lot. It means a lot.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I'm so glad you get to have that and heal in peace and with grace and not on your own because healing, like Ashley and I say so many times, it's not linear and it's not easy and it can be hard. And
No.
having support can be a
Mhm.
world of difference, truly. So I'm really
Mhm.
grateful. Yay.
Yes. Yes. One thing I definitely want to say, this is for all of you as well, just quickly. There was one night while I was out with a friend and we were sitting on
Mhm.
the steps in the city, and this big group was coming our way or crossing the road. And we were just sitting on the steps chilling. Next minute, we hear them yelling and they're having a good time, which is great. And I turn my head and they're coming our way.
Mhm.
They're coming our way and they come straight to us and they're like, I've never experienced this in my life. For the life of me, I've never experienced this. But all of them are just, they're just yelling these like, oh my gosh, you guys are gorgeous. You guys are sexy. You guys are just so beautiful. They're just, this big group is just standing there absolutely like the affirmation deck I have in my drawer, just releasing it. And they're like, stand up, please stand up. So I stood up because in that moment I was like, okay, I shall take this moment because they're offering it kindly. And I was wearing a dress and I'm turning around and they just scream. And everyone in the tram's looking and they're just like yelling. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this energy, I've never experienced this in my life.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I
And
love that.
afterwards, they're like saying goodbye. And I thought to myself afterwards, when I got home, I was like, that truly changed my life. Never experiencing that before. I've had experiences, not rare, but also not common, but enough that I can remember where people have sort of gone out of their way to say something. But this, like those experiences, was just so memorable because it doesn't matter if they were drunk, it doesn't matter the circumstances. Even when they're drunk, people can really show sides of themselves, right? And they decided to come up to us and just shower us with their happiness and their joy and their friendship and their, you know, just their happiness, and you
Yeah.
felt it. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is something to really take on board and give back to other people because that made my night. And they probably don't even know just how much they made my night. And it's something I'm going to remember for a very long time.
Mhm.
So, your kindness deeds, your deeds of kindness, however you want to say it, you might not think that it will be remembered no matter what it is, but trust me, it will be. It will be very remembered for a long time. To put that out there too.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I love that. I remember when you told me that when it happened to you, and I was like,
Yeah.
yes, I love that. That was the best because things like that don't really happen all too often, you know? So
No.
it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad you got to have that moment. I'm glad they showered with you with a lot of compliments and affection that you deserve. You deserve to
Mm,
feel that way and have those things be said to you on a consistent basis. So I love that. That is amazing.
thank you. What about you, my friend?
Oh my gosh. I feel like so many of my moments have been, I've had so many amazing things happen from friends, from you, from past partners as well, where I was just like, I was often in moments where I was like, "Wow, this is me. I'm receiving this. Oh, wow, that's amazing." you know, um,
True.
the one of the things that has just come to mind is this is something that's been happening on a consistent basis, and still every time I want to cry, and it floors me. And Ashley has done this. I've had a couple of other friends, a handful of friends do this, but when Ashley does it, it's so beautiful. It's like she sends me care packages, and she'll send me like little letters with them, and they're the sweetest thing in the whole entire world. And just recently we had a phone call. She's like, I want to do something for you again. I'm like, Ashley, you don't need to know, I need to. And I'm just like, that is the sweetest thing. Truly it is. Because I don't know, like I've never thought myself to be a person that likes receiving things or gifts and things like that. And I don't think it's like the highest thing on the scale of what I appreciate. But when it does happen, because it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's something that I truly value and appreciate. And I love letters. That's my thing. So if all Ashley did was send me a letter, it's like, I love you, I would be so happy. Like I would just paint it to the wall and be like, "Ah," you know, I love that. And most recently, I got a surprise kind of like package from a friend of mine in Korea, and they sent me this box full of candy and stuff, and it had a handwritten letter in it, and they had written it in German. I was just like, "Whoa, that's amazing!" Yeah, that was so sweet, and so I nearly cried because it came at a time where I was just kind of feeling low, and it really made me
Mm.
happy. So things like that, but I've been blessed to have, fortunately, a lot of these moments in my life where somebody has done something really kind, um, and said something kind. Some of them, there's like a number one thing on the list of my experiences, but it's a bit personal, so I'm not going to share that. But these are just kind of, it's not like I have it on a competition scale. You know, it's just like all things that I'm very
Mm.
grateful to be able to receive and feel and have, because in the past, I've said this in previous podcasts as well, where it's like I didn't have that before. I didn't have that experience before. I didn't have friendships like I have with Ashley before. And it means so much to me. And yeah, just all of our time together, Ashley, that's been the most beautiful thing. And all the words you've ever said have been the most beautiful words. So I'm very happy.
Nina's friend from Korea. I just want you to know that is so beautiful. That is
Yes.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. I really do. I think that is going out of your way to appreciate your friends' language and culture. I think is just another adding. What's the word? It's another. Can't think today. It's another beautiful, respecting, supportive thing to do for your friend. No,
Yes.
it is a beautiful thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah, I was very happy. And I'm very happy for you. Like that's like a key moment. Really, truly. I love that. I love that. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, in a world that is mm-mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah. That on top of everything. I agree.
Mm. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go.
Yes. The music has kicked in, guys. It's time for us to go off stage and have other
Mhm.
people come up for their awards, for their flowers. So,
Exactly. Everyone deserves their flowers. Come and get it. We will happily serve you with some.
yes.
Thank you for joining, friends. Enjoy your Sunday fun day, however that evolves. Sending good energy, love and light, as they say. And
Monday,
until the
Tuesday,
next
Wednesday,
episode.
Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week.
Saturday,
Every hour,
Sunday.
every minute, every second. That's that song is always in my head. But yeah, thank you so much, you guys.
Today.
I hope
Bye.
I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Bye.